let the community in Gulu know that there's going to be a world premiere of a film that I've been working on over the last 2 years with Francis and the organisation, the Big Fix Uganda, and their project called the Comfort Dog Project. So the film will be shown at Elefante Commons on Saturday night, tomorrow night, at about 8 o'clock. And it's a free access for any members of the public. So if you'd like to come and see the film, you're more than welcome. Good. So the film is based around 3 former abducted child soldiers called Lucy, Jennifer and Francis. And they were abducted at a very young age, and they survived. They came back to Gulu, and they've been suffering with PTSD for the last 15, 20 years. And it wasn't until they were contacted by the Comfort Dog Project that they found a pathway from their suffering of PTSD and being able to find a life beyond their trauma. So the film follows them from the beginning, their history, and it talks about them being introduced to their dogs, how that's affected them, and how they are now living a positive life in the community.
So your experience when you were...
Yeah, so in Australia, for example, everybody knows dogs are amazing. Everybody loves their dogs. There's more dogs than people, I think, and most people have a companion dog. Whereas your colleague says a lot of people in Uganda don't have dogs as companions, so it's a whole new paradigm for them. So when you hear their stories of putting their trust in a dog, whereas before they may or fear them, the shift in such a short space of time, they go through a 20-week program. And from when they first meet the dog to the end of the 20 weeks, they're tested for their levels of PTSD, and it's proven that their levels go from sometimes from severe, almost down to mild or moderate. So the effects are just quite transformational. And I think anybody who's open to the idea of accepting a dog in their life, and they put time and effort into creating that bond, will have a very positive experience, both physically and for their well-being.
Also to add, is going to have Rich with us to show the community of Uganda that using dogs as a therapy animal is something that is unique but worth. We are proud to introduce this initiative to the general community so that they appreciate how dogs can help us in treating post-traumatic stress disorder and depression. So many people have been asking us, how do we do it? And so if you would like to know more about it, come tomorrow at 7 p.m. at Infante so that you enjoy. We shall also have dogs doing obedience command demonstrations live. And so you are more than welcome to come and interact with us, see what the Big Fix Uganda, the Comfort Dog Project is doing.
You can have some questions.
We have had moments to interact with dogs, being a social animal, and we know that dogs love us so much, and they give their love without condition, and so they don't even stigmatize at you, they don't reject you, they don't talk negative about you. So the Big Fix Uganda, through the Comfort Dog Project, initiated this therapy since 2014, and we have been using these dogs who were rescued from streets of Gulu, and we rehabilitated them through veterinary care, and also did spay and neuter, and later we paired them with the war trauma survivors to be their best friends in a way that as these dogs interact with the war trauma survivors, there are many ways that they learn to accept each other and also to heal together. First, we make the guardians give a name to that dog, which name would mean something in their life. For example, giving a name Hope, or even another name like Gen Makwar. So that in itself implies that the person who has been in a traumatic scenario is gaining confidence to have hope to live again. And the same applies to the dog that was neglected to suffer, to scavenge in the streets without any veterinary care, getting someone who will take care of their life for the rest of their life. So then they will continue to live and heal together in a very positive manner. So the guardians will always have positive reinforcement as they command their dog to listen, to come to them, to sit down, watch them, and when they obey the commands, that is a reward, which is a kind of positive communication, as opposed to the former way the former abductees have been subjected to brutal punishment, commands, and sometimes even subjected to being killed. So you see that now the relationship between the dog and the guardian is more friendly and positive. And above all, petting a dog, touching a dog, and talking to the dog gives the neurochemical called oxytocin that helps to calm the body, to make someone gain confidence, have sense of trust, and will have a moment to stay with peace. So the philosophy behind the dog therapy is that one is able to have a friend who will accept them no matter what happened to them, and both of them will actually enjoy living together.
Maybe you could take us through a brief on what we expect in that film.
In our culture here, a number of times people do not value dogs as very important animal, and even when they are insulting one another, they would, when they want to make you annoyed, they will call you a dog, or sometimes they even say you are a market dog. That means you are useless in that way. So the aspect that we are bringing forward is that dog can do more than what you can believe in. Apart from the hunting, guarding homes, a dog can be your companion animal. They can make you have time to narrate your personal stories, something that people may not be willing to listen to, and they will not go on gossiping about you, name calling you, or rejecting you. They will listen to your personal story, and that is one way that you can be venting out or releasing out the nightmare, the bad experiences through the trauma. So that is one other secret